Right now, a 987 millibar storm is burying Saskatchewan, Canada under blizzard conditions as we speak today. 600 miles directly south of that blizzard, a dry line is loading your afternoon severe weather right now. One storm, two completely opposite disasters happening simultaneously on the same map on the same day right now. Good Lord, a storm strong enough for a Canadian blizzard is also setting up tornadoes 600 miles south. Do you know what a dry line is? One sits across the plains today. It is your storm trigger. Stay through 5 minutes. That is when we name the highest tornado risk day this week for your region. Meanwhile, 4 feet of Sierra Nevada snow is falling on California passes as you watch this video right now. That same Pacific energy that just locked down the Sierra is igniting your afternoon severe storms across the plains. So from the Sierra to Saskatchewan to the plains, one massive real deal system is controlling your entire week. Straight Talk Wednesday, April 22nd is day one of what forecasters are calling a marathon of severe weather. Right now across California and the Pacific Northwest, a storm is unloading heavy rain and dangerous mountain snow. The Sierra Nevada has picked up close to 4 feet of snow in 24 hours, a historic April total. Meanwhile, a low-pressure system is developing over eastern Montana and tracking northeast towards Saskatchewan right now. That low is already at 987 millibars, strong enough to produce blizzard conditions across the Canadian border today, which means the warm front ahead of that low is pulling Gulf moisture northward, fueling your plains thunderstorm development. Do you live in South Dakota, Nebraska, western Kansas, or the Oklahoma Panhandle? Your Wednesday window opens this afternoon. Along today's dry line, your afternoon storm risk runs from South Dakota through western Kansas and the Oklahoma Panhandle. The SPC issued a marginal risk level 1 out of 5 for isolated severe weather across the plains. That means isolated supercells capable of large hail and damaging winds could hit your area between 2 and 8 p.m. An isolated brief tornado cannot be ruled out if a discrete supercell fires along the dry line this afternoon. But Honest Assessment Wednesday is the warm-up act, not the main event of this 7-day severe weather marathon. Dew points today run only in the 50s along the dry line, limiting the storm fuel available for severe cells. Instability wanes after sunset, so your Wednesday storm window is afternoon through early evening, not an all-night threat. Wednesday's bottom line for you: afternoon storms possible from the Dakotas through Nebraska, Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. Over in California, are you driving any Sierra Nevada pass today? Chain controls are mandatory. Plan your route now. Meanwhile, up in the Pacific Northwest, the Cascades and Northern Rockies in Oregon, Idaho, and Montana are seeing heavy snow. Northern Nevada, western Wyoming, and northern Utah are all taking dangerous mountain snow through your Wednesday as well. That snowpack is critically important. Water storage, western drought conditions depend on every inch that falls this week. Now here is the connection that changes everything that Pacific Energy does not stay out west after today. It ejects east and becomes the fuel for Thursday's far more serious severe weather outbreak across the Central Plains. Here's the second twist: the same storm bearing Canada today is setting up your Thursday tornado risk tomorrow. What you are watching in Canada and California right now is the opening chapter of a week-long weather story. We are tracking 7 separate severe weather days, but which single day carries your highest tornado risk this week? At 5 minutes you find out, and the answer surprises most people watching the Plains forecast today. But first, why do blizzard conditions exist in Canada while tornadoes form in Oklahoma simultaneously on the same day? The answer is a locked and loaded textbook setup, and today you are watching it happen in real time. Burn this into your memory: this week is not one storm, but a marathon that reloads every single day. The atmosphere reloads as Gulf moisture surges north ahead of your dry line right now. Do you feel that? So as we head into Thursday, April 23rd, your severe weather threat escalates sharply from today's marginal level. The SPC issued a level 2 slight risk from southern Minnesota through Iowa, eastern Nebraska, and Kansas for Thursday. That slight risk zone extends from Kansas City through northwest Missouri, most of Kansas, and into northern Oklahoma. Do you know what 60-degree dew points mean? Thursday brings them straight to Iowa, eastern Kansas, and Nebraska. That means 1,000 to 2,000 joules per kilogram of instability in your Thursday severe weather threat zone. Dale Simmons, a retired rancher outside Enid, Oklahoma, has already checked his shelter after hearing Thursday's forecast today. Dale said when April dew points hit 60, he always prepares. Do you have your shelter identified right now? Here's where it gets serious. Thursday's storm line could extend all the way up into Minnesota and Wisconsin. Even your Arrowhead of Minnesota and western Wisconsin face isolated severe storm chances on Thursday, April 23rd. Now, the primary Thursday hazard is a linear storm system. Damaging winds of 60+ miles per hour are your concern. But discrete supercells out ahead of the main line carry a real tornado risk for Oklahoma and Kansas on Thursday. Here's the kicker: that low stalls and pumps moisture into this system for 3 straight days straight. Less than 60 seconds to the 5-minute reveal. The answer about Sunday's risk is coming right now. Because that low is slow moving, Thursday night will not be quiet. Storms continue well into the overnight hours. We are 30 seconds from the 5-minute promise. Stay right there because this next part is the most important. Here's your 5-minute promise. The highest tornado risk day this week is Sunday, April 26th. Sandra Collins in Little Rock heard that and immediately started moving her outdoor furniture inside this morning. Sunday has a dry line set up near Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, and Tulsa that models are calling exceptionally favorable. By Sunday, the cap weakens east of Interstate 35, allowing explosive thunderstorm development in your early afternoon. The atmospheric ingredients on Sunday, sheer moisture and instability, all peak simultaneously, which hits different. But y'all, Friday and Saturday both carry serious threats before Sunday. Do not write off either day. Friday, April 24th, shifts the threat southeast toward Dallas, Fort Worth, Little Rock, and Branson, Missouri. Saturday, April 25th, very similar areas see another round: Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Little Rock, and Shreveport. So from Thursday through Monday, the same corridor gets hit day after day. That is your 7-day marathon. Monday, April 27th, the threat shifts east: Nashville, Paducah, Jackson, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and Memphis. James Crawford, a retired teacher in Huntsville, Alabama, said he has not seen a forecast like this all year. Good grief, James said Dixie Alley was completely quiet all of 2026 until this week changed overnight. After Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday push the storm track further east, potentially the Carolinas and Virginia at last. By the end of this week, your areas that have seen almost zero spring rain will finally get their shot. But here's the reality check: drought relief will not come without a severe weather price tag attached. The same storms bringing your Carolinas, Georgia, and Virginia rain also carry tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. Southeast residents waiting months for rain, your window is coming, but prepare seriously for what arrives with it. Carol Hayes, a retired bookkeeper in Memphis, said she stocked water and batteries Tuesday after watching this pattern. Carol said the last time this happened in her neighborhood, power was out 4 days. This setup looks identical. Nobody is ready for what this week delivers across a 20-state corridor, but your next 5 minutes will. Do not miss this section. What you hear next determines whether you stay safe throughout this entire week. Here is your region-by-region plan because different states face different threats on different days this week. First, Plains residents in South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. Wednesday is your day 1 window. Your storm window is 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. today. Outdoor events afternoon should move inside right now. Plain and simple, Wednesday's threat is real but limited, and your bigger concern is being ready for Thursday. Next, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, and northern Oklahoma. Thursday is your primary day, and your preparation starts tonight. Do yourself a solid tonight. Identify your lowest interior room, download a weather app, and charge every single device. Step 1 for Thursday, your dangerous window opens between noon and 10 p.m., with the worst potentially after dark. Because a tornado warning at 2 a.m. with no shelter plan means it is flat out too late to safely react. Step 2, Thursday night is not safe after sunset because that slow-moving low keeps driving storms east through midnight. Do you know what 60-plus miles per hour straight-line winds do to your neighborhood at 2 in the morning while you sleeps? Arkansas, Northeast Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Friday through Sunday is your extended 3-day risk window. For Dixie Alley, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Monday, April 27th is your single highest risk day. Are you in Dixie Alley without a warning all year? Your preparedness has likely drifted since last fall already. Turn around, don't drown applies all week. Flooding rain accompanies every severe weather event across your entire region. Step 3, mobile home residents from the Plains to Dixie Alley. Make your shelter plan tonight before sleeping because a 60-mile-per-hour squall line at 2 a.m. gives your mobile home zero structural protection and you zero reaction time. Honest to goodness, the people most at risk this week are those who think their county is outside the forecast zone. Bob Martin, a farmer outside Wichita, said he checks the 6-day outlook every single night this time of year. Now zoom out a second. Story developing alongside this week's severe weather directly affects your May forecast. El Nino is confirmed and strengthening. Your spring storm track is shifting south for the rest of the season. Here's the twist most people miss. El Nino is the exact reason this week's marathon pattern even exists. After this week, your May temperature trend runs cooler than normal. Do you know why that matters for you? That means cold air to your north, Gulf moisture below, and the El Nino jet driving storms toward you. Carol understands this perfectly. She said cold to the north, Gulf moisture below, storms heading for Memphis all spring. Here's what surprises most people below. Normal May temperatures combined with El Nino means more severe weather, not less. Roaring back with a vengeance, this storm track shift delivers the southeast its first meaningful rain of the spring. But with that rain comes real risk. Dismissing severe weather because you need the rain is a dangerous mistake. South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, or the Oklahoma Panhandle drop your city below. Today is your day one window. Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, or northern Oklahoma tell us your city below. Thursday is your primary severe weather day. Dixie Alley, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia, drop your location. Monday is coming straight for you. We opened with a blizzard in Saskatchewan and a dry line 600 miles south, loading your afternoon storms today. You now know this entire week, Wednesday through Monday, day after day, the same 20-state corridor gets hit. We revealed Sunday as the highest tornado risk day, confirmed the dry line setup, and walked through every threat region. From 4 feet of Sierra snow to a Canadian blizzard to Thursday's stalling low, one storm writes your week. Dale, Sandra, James, Carol, and Bob all prepared on Tuesday before this forecast even aired this morning. That is the difference between watching This Week on Radar and surviving it safely. Preparation starts right now today. You now know more about this week's weather than 90% of the people living directly inside the danger corridor. Sandra told her neighbors Tuesday night the storms do not care one bit whether you are ready or not. So stay weather aware, stay safe, and come back tomorrow. Thursday's dry line is already shifting tonight. This week has one detail we could not cover today. It changes which Dixie Alley city faces Monday's risk. That city has not appeared on a Monday threat map in 5 consecutive years until right now this week. The next video drops in 24 hours. What it reveals about Monday's Dixie Alley target will stun you.